Steve, last time we interviewed you for Legal Minds, we talked about the alarming number of big truck crashes caused by fatigued drivers. Has driver safety improved since then?
Unfortunately, no, Judy. The latest Department of Transportation studies show that we're still suffering 120,000 serious injuries in these big truck crashes every year, and over 5,000 people are being killed every year. To give that some perspective, since we've been in Iraq for 5 years or so, we've lost 3,000 of our soldiers. In that same period, we've lost over 8 times as many people killed in these big truck crashes in our country, and over 600,000 have been hurt or maimed. We can do more.
Do we have any more information regarding the causes of these tragic accidents?
Well, as you pointed out, Judy, the last time we were on the show, we talked about driver fatigue being involved in as many as 30% of the fatalities on these big crashes. The latest information we've just gotten from the GAO came out in July. The House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee commissioned a study on the medical fitness of these tractor-trailer drivers, and that study's just been released, the results of which are pretty shocking.
What kind of medical conditions are you talking about?
Judy, the GAO study is shocking. Many of these tractor-trailer operators have such severe medical conditions that if they were to apply for disability to the Social Security Administration, the Labor Department, or the VA, they would be deemed totally disabled. Would you believe that we have drivers operating these 80,000-pound rigs with seizure disorders, lung disease so severe that they have blackout spells, heart conditions, and of course visual and hearing impairments? Many of these people shouldn't be operating any kind of a vehicle, much less a 40-ton tractor-trailer rig.
You know, I was never comfortable driving next to these big tractor-trailer trucks before, but now I'm really scared. How is this allowed to happen?
Well, truck driver health is supposedly regulated by the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. Their DOT inspectors don't even have enough people to inspect and evaluate the safety of all these tractor-trailers on the highway. And since 2001, they haven't even managed to appoint the people who are going to decide the standards for medical fitness to operate a tractor-trailer rig. The government just simply hasn't gotten around to doing the job.
Is there anything we can do about this now before more people are maimed and killed?
Well, it's clear Congress hasn't done its job. 2 studies in 7 years isn't the answer. And until Congress passes laws and the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration passes regulations to keep these impaired drivers off the highways, we're all going to remain at risk. For now, it's pretty much up to the judges and juries to whom these cases are submitted to be the voice of the people, to let these trucking companies and insurance companies know that there'll be a big price to pay if you put an impaired driver out on the highway and he kills or maims somebody.
Wow, I had no idea there were so many unfit drivers operating these big trucks out there. If I were in an accident with one of them, how could I ever prove this?
In the same way you'd want to find the best surgeon to perform an operation on you, you want to look for the best trucking lawyer to represent you in an injury case. You want a lawyer who knows those regulations cold, who knows how to investigate and prepare a case. We do a legal profile on all of these drivers. We want to know their work history, their background, their training. And in addition, we do a medical profile through our nurse paralegals. We want to see the company certificates and the company doctor's reports. And when these drivers are involved in accidents and have post-accident testing, we not only look for alcohol and drug consumption, but we want to look for any underlying dangerous condition that could have meant that this driver was impaired. And when we find these, the trucking companies and the insurance companies don't want that going to juries. They usually settle those cases promptly.
Where can we get more information on this, Steve?
We've had so many inquiries about this, Judy, that we're in the process of constructing a new website to provide this information, truckcrashes.com. In the meanwhile, you can still visit us at glassmanlegal.com.